In 2019, Daniel was 38 years old. He earned $300,000 a year, owned a house, had a wife, and two daughters. By 2021, all of it was gone. The only thing that stayed was the bottle. He wasn't a troubled man. He wasn't broken from the start. He was successful, driven, respected. Alcohol doesn't only find the broken ones. That's the part nobody warns you about. This is the story of how Daniel went from the best year of his life to losing everything in exactly 730 days. Daniel had worked in finance for 15 years. He was a VP at a private equity firm. He managed portfolios worth hundreds of millions. People trusted him with their futures. He married Claire at 32. They had a daughter, then another. He coached weekend soccer. He took the family to Italy one summer. Life looked exactly like it was supposed to. He drank at work events, he drank at dinners, he drank at celebrations. That's normal in his world. Nobody thought twice. Nobody counted. The problem started with a deal that went wrong. $140 million. His recommendation. His mistake. He kept his job, but something shifted. The confidence that made him exceptional, it had a crack in it now. He could feel it. Nobody else could see it yet. He started having a drink before big meetings. Just one, to steady the crack. It worked. That was the problem. One drink became two. Two became a thermos of scotch at his desk. A thermos nobody questioned because Daniel always had coffee. 6 months in, he was drinking from the moment he woke up. Not heavily, just enough to feel level. He called it maintenance. His wife noticed the smell. He said it was mouthwash. She accepted that twice. The third time, she didn't ask again. She started watching. His performance at work held for 8 months. Alcoholics are often high-functioning for longer than anyone believes possible. The body adapts. The disease hides. Month 9. He missed a board presentation. He said he had food poisoning. He was in a hotel bar 3 blocks away. His assistant covered for him twice. Then she stopped. She liked him, but she had her own career to protect. Claire found a bottle hidden in the garage, behind the paint cans. She sat with it in her hands for 20 minutes before saying anything. He confessed. He cried. He promised. He went to one AA meeting and came home convinced he had solved it. He drank again 4 days later. He didn't tell Claire. He found a new hiding place. Year 1 ended. He had been drinking daily for 11 months. He had hidden it from his firm, mostly. He had hidden it from his daughters, completely. The cost, so far, invisible. Year 2 began with a promotion offer. Senior VP. He almost turned it down. He knew what he was. Then he accepted it. He thought he could manage. The new role had more pressure. More pressure meant more drinking. More drinking meant more mistakes. The math was simple. He couldn't see it. He began missing things at home. His daughter's recital, a parent-teacher meeting, a birthday dinner. Each one had an excuse. Each excuse was believed less than the last. His older daughter, 11 years old, asked her mother, "Is Dad sick?" Claire said yes. It was the most honest thing she could say. A colleague smelled alcohol on his breath during a client call. He reported it to HR. Not out of malice, out of liability. HR gave him a choice: voluntary leave and treatment or termination. He chose leave. He did not choose treatment. He spent the first week of leave drinking openly for the first time. No hiding, no thermos, no flask. Just a glass, a bottle, and a couch. Claire gave him an ultimatum at the end of week 2: treatment or she takes the girls and leaves. He asked for one more week. He didn't use the week to get better. He used it to hide more bottles. When she came back to him at the end of the week, he was drunk at 9 a.m. She left that afternoon. She took both daughters. She didn't yell. She just packed efficiently, like a woman who had been mentally packing for months. The house was silent for the first time in 11 years. He poured a drink. It tasted like nothing. He poured another. The firm terminated him 3 weeks later. He missed a board call. His phone was off. He was asleep on the kitchen floor. The termination letter arrived by courier. He signed for it, read it, put it on the kitchen counter, poured a drink. He had $340,000 in savings. He thought that was a long runway. He didn't account for what drinking that heavily actually costs. His liver numbers came back abnormal at his annual checkup. The doctor used the word serious. He drove home and drank. His daughters called on a Sunday. The older one said, "Dad, are you okay?" He said yes. She said, "I can tell when you've been drinking." She was 11. He cried after that call. Real crying, the kind that comes from somewhere deep. He didn't drink for 6 hours. Then he did. The house went into foreclosure at month 18. He moved into a one-bedroom apartment. He sold his car for 3 months of rent. His friends stopped calling around month 20. Not all at once, one by one. The way people exit a burning building quietly, without announcement. Month 22. He was drinking 2 bottles of vodka a day. He had $4,000 left. He had stopped eating regular meals. His sister found him on the apartment floor. She had a key. She'd been checking on him weekly. She called an ambulance. His blood alcohol was critical. He spent 12 days in hospital. Detox, seizures on day 3. His body had been chemically dependent for so long that stopping nearly killed him. Claire brought the girls to see him on day 8. His older daughter held his hand. His younger daughter gave him a drawing she'd made. He kept it. He went to residential treatment for 45 days. He hated the first 2 weeks. He needed the next 4. In therapy, he talked about the failed deal, the $140 million, the crack that started everything. He'd never said it out loud to anyone. He learned that he had been self-medicating shame, not stress, shame. The difference mattered. He came out of treatment with nothing. No job, no house, no marriage. He moved into his sister's spare room. He was 40 years old. He attended AA every day for the first year. Some days, it was the only place he went. It was enough. He got a job at 40 as a financial analyst, entry level. He had been a VP. He took the job without complaint. Claire did not take him back. She was clear about that. But she allowed him to be a father again, supervised, visits first, then unsupervised, then weekends. His older daughter, now 13, told him something on one of their weekend visits. She said, "I'm glad you're still here, Dad." He didn't know what to say. He said, "Me too." He still has the drawing his younger daughter gave him in the hospital. It's framed now, on the wall of his spare room. He will not get his $300,000 career back. He will not get those 2 years back. He will not get his marriage back. He knows this. What he has? 2 daughters who call him, a job he goes to sober, a sponsor named Victor who answers at 2 a.m., a drawing in a frame. It's not $300,000. It's more valuable than that. Daniel is 41 now. He has been sober for 14 months. He says he doesn't think about the $300,000. He thinks about what comes next. For the first time in a long time, there is a next.